job. Onto the pavement, please. Thank you. Right back there.
The victim's male, sir. We haven't got a name yet.
Who was first on the scene?
Steve, the biker, reported it.
Was he involved?
No, the bike's completely clean. No, he just found the casualty. Whoever did this is cleared off. They're well away by now.
Right, let's get this properly taped off.
Right. Mike!
And they've called the air ambulance?
According to the paramedics, he's going to need more attention before he's moved.
Sarge.
Roger, in that case.
Can you get onto control? Check the availability of the ventilated bed.
Will do. Absorb Spike Sierra request best lift.
Don't make me run too far, Alan. I've got all my kit.
I'll get it quite close.
Go right.
It's all right, mate. Just hang on in there.
What have we got?
Broken fib, broken tib, query pelvis, query spinal injuries.
Internal bleeding?
Possible hematoma. No way I can get a tube down.
Any loss of consciousness?
No, he was like this when I found him.
And, you didn't move him?
No.
Right. Well done. Well, we'll aim to get him stabilised before we shift him. Sorry, this isn't for the squeamish.
Back inside. Come on, somebody be in to take some statements from you in a minute. You?
You'll be lucky.
What do you mean?
None of my customers saw nothing.
Well, you seem pretty certain of that, Mr...
Owens, yes I am. You haven't sorted out who it is yet, have you?
What, the casualty?
Adam Cracknell, one of the Cracknells off the estate. He was drinking in here before it happened.
Yeah, well, maybe he was with someone, and maybe one of your customers saw the car that hit him.
And if they did, you think they'd tell you? The boy's trouble, his whole family are. None of my punters will be weeping buckets over him.
I said on the pavement, sir, if you don't mind.
You all right, Steve?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir.
How about witnesses?
There was a bloke in a dark overcoat and a polo neck sweater. He was... I didn't get his name. I asked him to wait, sir.
All right.
I was attending to the casualty, sir.
You did right. Inspector Monroe, officer in charge.
Dr. McRae.
What are his odds, Doctor?
Well, this is the golden hour. If we can support his breathing and circulation and keep his airway clear, well, we're in with a shout.
I see.
It's far too early to give anything definite, but I think your investigators should know that our friend's got some nasty crush injuries.
What does that mean?
Well, normally I'd expect to see primarily impact injuries, broken bones, that sort of thing.
But this is different.
When you're hit by a car, you're normally thrown to one side or onto the bonnet, yeah? In this case, I'd say the vehicle had literally run him over.
Oi!
Nah, they stripped the lot. I bet there isn't even an A to Z left. Sierra Oscar from 358 receiving.
Go ahead, Gary.
Can I have a PNC check on a vandalised Nissan Stanza? Registration number Delta 403 Echo Yankee November. Not the brightest spot to leave your car.
Adam Cracknell, is he the youngest?
No, there are two younger sisters. The two elder brothers were sent down for that racist attack.
And that's before you start counting assorted uncles.
Yeah.
Kathy, would you go with the casualty, see if you can get anything out of him?
Right, sir.
I gather that the family are not too popular on the estate.
Well, no, the other tenants have got out a petition against them, complaining about late-night noise, you know, vandalism, general antisocial behaviour.
They'll be lucky. The council have probably run out of estates to dump them on. Even so, let's remember that they're the victims in this case.
Yes, sir.
Right, gentlemen, I know that most of you were preoccupied with your own entertainment at the time, but if any one of you saw anything of the accident, I need to speak to you. Even if you think it was totally insignificant, whatever you saw may be of help.
Oh, yeah. Who's it going to help?
Us. It might help us ascertain exactly who was responsible for the accident.
Does it matter? Whoever did it was doing anyone who lives around here a favour.
One less crackling on the estate, that's one less bit of scum to worry about.
You locked that one away when he did his brothers.
Well, whatever your personal feelings, if you saw anything at all, I want you to speak to me. Is that clear?
That's crystal, Sergeant. Crystal.
How's he doing? Not good.
Ready? Yeah. Right yourself.
Inspector Munro for 487. I'm wasting my time here, sir. There's no way we're getting anything out of Cracknell.
OK, thanks, Kathy. See if you can get a rough time when the doctors think we might be able to have a word with him.
PC Gunnell, sir. Accident investigator.
Thanks for turning out.
I won't say it's my pleasure, sir. Can I ask you who marked these?
One of my officers. Why?
Well, they've got the time marks starting here, but if you get down and have a good look, you can see they go back at least another 3 metres.
I'll take your word for it.
It's worth taking the time to get it right, sir. After all, it's me who's got to stand up in court as an expert witness.
Of course.
Can I show you something, sir? See here, the tire marks vanish. That's extra weight pushing the vehicle down just for a second.
And what causes that?
That's where our pedestrian became an unwitting passenger, somewhere on top of the car, sir.
So the victim was thrown?
Yes.
There's no chance he could have gone under the wheels?
No. That would only happen if the vehicle involved was much bigger, a bus or a lorry. Why do you ask, sir?
The doctor suggested our pedestrian had crush injuries. She thought it was unusual.
Well, if she's right, sir, I'd have to agree. And if that is the case, well, it'd be hard to put it down as an accident.
I could do with a bit of that.
What, kissing a tarmac?
That's the only way we catch the joker who did this, yeah. Straight forensic work. No politics, no community rubbish.
Yeah, just a mouthful of gravel.
That's him.
Who?
The guy who said he saw the accident. Hey! What's your game? Told you to wait here, give a statement.
Oh, I had to go.
You had to go nowhere.
Fine, Steve, what's this all about?
This is the guy who said he saw the accident, Sarge.
Might have said I did, sort of.
Sort of.
And then what happened? You changed your mind?
Dunno.
You don't just 1 minute say you
OK,
sort of...
Steve, I'm sure Mr...
Name's Givens.
Sure Mr. Givens will only be too pleased to give us all the help he can as soon as he gets over this bout of shyness. Isn't that right, Mr. Givens?
You know, they call them the neighbours from hell. It's not hard to see why, is it?
No.
Oh, I thought I could smell something.
Mrs. Cracknell?
Yeah, who's been saying things against us this time? Come on, Ebby.
These are from the vehicle that was involved?
Yes, sir. Debris doesn't sit on the main part of the road for long, sir. Not if there's traffic passing.
I see.
We're looking for a red vehicle. Give me a bit longer and I'll give you make, model, and year.
Oh, George, this abandoned Nissan Gary's dealing with. Get onto CAD, check its colour. If it's red, let them know we're interested.
Right, sir.
So you know the Cracknells? The family whose boy was injured in the accident.
I don't have nothing to do with them, if that's what you're asking.
You know their reputation. I mean, they're not high on the popularity stakes, are they? Your mates must have told you that.
What mates? Yeah, I've heard things. In the pub and that. 2 of them got done for smacking that Asian bookie, didn't they?
Yeah. Has that got anything to do with why you're reluctant to help us now? Mr. Givens?
Well, say I did help you. I mean, say I told you what happened. No one's going to thank me for it, are they?
I suppose you want me to come down the hospital now?
We could give you a lift if that would help, Mrs. Cracknell.
If it's not one thing, it's another. I could have done without this.
Your son's injuries are serious. You do realise that, don't you?
Yeah, I did hear you the first time. Weren't your mob chasing him that caused it, was it?
No.
I won't put it past you. You've already put 2 of my boys inside on the word of a packy. Come on. If I got to go, I might as well get it done with.
It's definitely my car. Not some mistake.
I'm afraid not, Miss Holland. We've already identified it from the registration number.
I only got it just before Christmas. Dad gave me some of his redundancy.
Miss Holland, we need to know, did you use your car today?
No. I never drive to work. Last time I saw it was parked across the road from my bedsit.
I see.
Is it bad? I mean, really bad. Stupid thing is, I could only afford third party.
Miss Holland, your car may have been involved in an accident. A pedestrian was seriously injured.
I didn't know. You didn't say. God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just think of myself.
Deliberate?
At the moment, we've got nothing certain on. I've examined the casualty's clothing. Definite tire marks. Now, the only other time I've seen that was when the casualty was a woman and the driver was her husband. He got 9 for attempted murder.
Either way, we could be looking at a lot more than mere failing to stop.
Well, I can see that that's possible. I mean, there's more than enough people with a grudge against the Cracknells.
And not least their Asian neighbours.
Yeah.
Which might go some way to explaining our star witness's reluctance to help.
All I saw was the car driving off, nothing else.
All right, then. Tell us about the car. What was it? Big, small, green, yellow, what?
Orangey red, hatchback thing.
What made you take any notice? Were you aware that an accident had happened?
I suppose. I heard brakes and that, screaming.
And you still failed to report the incident? How would you have felt if that was you lying there?
Biker come round a couple of seconds later. He phoned you and that. I left him to it. He was better at it than I was.
Mr. Givens, Barry, we're grateful for the help that you've given us thus far. And I know that coming forward required courage. But regardless of all that, you do have a responsibility to help us.
I don't have to help no one.
And there is another reason. We have evidence to suggest that this morning's incident may have been more than an accident. We believe that there may have been a measure of intent behind it. Now, if that is the case, and you know it, you have a responsibility to tell us everything that you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, he did do it on purpose.
And how do you know that?
Because I watched him. I saw it all. This packy, he drove straight at him.
You saw the accident? Is that what you're saying now?
Like you said, there weren't nothing accidental about it. He hit him, then reversed back a bit, then drove straight over him. You ask me, he was out to kill him.
Everyone handles things differently, Mike. Mrs. Cracknell?
It all happened so fast. All I saw was what I said.
I understand that, Mr. Givens, but it's just I have to get the circumstances of the incident clear in my own mind.
Already stuck me neck out enough.
You see, you've made certain allegations.
I ain't alleged nothing. I don't see why it should all be down to me.
It's not, but you're a valuable eyewitness. What I really need from you now is anything else you can tell me about the driver.
You didn't say anything about getting a look at him to start with. Why was that?
Do you know him?
I've seen him around, that's all.
On the estate? Can you describe him?
About my height, well built, flash, wears good jackets and that.
Barry, I need to be sure. Are you certain that this is the same person you saw in the car today?
Well, after the car had hit Cracknell, the driver looked round to see he was okay to reverse. It was this packy. He was the one driving.
Did you get a loser's statement from the registered keeper?
Yeah, Miss Holland said that she parked the car where she normally does, and the last time she saw it was on the way to the bus stop.
Or so she says.
Meaning?
I don't know, Sarge. When we told her, well, her reaction was a bit strange, you know?
You think she was covering that she's the driver?
No, I'm not saying that, Sarge.
Good, because we've got a witness who says that they saw a young IC4 male behind the wheel. Not a description that fits Lynn Holland, I hope.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Givens.
Oh, I don't need to be sitting around at home. I'm on the 9th floor. From my window, I can see all over the estate.
Is that right?
See no end of things.
I thought you were loath to be seen helping us.
Well, if there was something in it for me.
Well, when we need to speak to you again, Mr. Givens, we will.
We'll have to wait for forensics and fingerprints, of course.
But otherwise, you're satisfied that Nissan is the accident vehicle?
Yes, Sergeant.
Success?
Well, I prefer to hold off from saying that until I've checked a couple of things in the witness statement, sir.
Such as?
The driver, the Asian male. From the position of the seat, he'd have to be under 5'5" tall.
I see.
Yeah, well, call me a sceptic, but it wouldn't be the first time a witness to an RTA's gone in for a bit of imagination, would it, sir?
Mrs. Cracknell, I'm sorry about Adam.
Are you? At least you won't be able to give him no more hassle for a while.
The only hassle Adam ever got was what he deserved. He's no angel.
Never made out he was.
Look, Dion, there's some question over whether this was an accident at all.
What are you saying? That someone drove at Adam on purpose?
Well, do you know anyone who may have had a grudge against him?
Mrs. Cracknell, has this got anything to do with Adam's brothers? The racist attack?
My boys were defending themselves.
Is that the way Adam saw it? I mean, was he getting his own back, mixing it?
Yeah, maybe that would give someone a reason to want to seriously hurt him.
Look, unless you tell us what's been going on...
Adam can fight his own battles.
Not from a wheelchair.
If I tell you, you'll nick Adam, won't you? Not that lot.
No, we will investigate the whole matter, including Adam. Nobody's above the law.
I need time to think.
So, Givens is heading towards the pub down Askell Road.
He says he saw the red car stationary here.
Not possible, sir.
What?
Not possible, Sarge.
Why not?
This time mark so clearly, vehicle was travelling well in excess of 30 miles an hour. They also show taking the corner. Now, if it had started there, it would have been going in a straight line, not a curve, and it definitely wouldn't have been up to speed.
Yeah, there's no way a hatchback like that could go from standing to 30 that quickly.
That's correct.
All right, so as things stand, Mr. Givens' statement doesn't hold water. Right, let's carry on.
Well, Givens says that he then saw the car hit Adam Cracknell.
Which occurred here.
Then he watched as the red car reversed 3-4 yards. That's when he saw the suspect, the Asian. Then it went forward again, running over the casualty.
How, Sarge? Well, the initial impact happened here. But the car, after braking, came to a rest here. And the pedestrian ended up here.
Oh, further on?
At impact, the pedestrian would accelerate with the vehicle, take on the same speed. The thing is, pedestrians aren't fitted with brakes. Therefore, in effect, he'd overtake the vehicle landing here.
So there's no way that Givens could have seen what he said he did.
So why did he make that up? Why lie? And how much more has Mr. Givens invented?
Hello, Mr. Givens. Need to have another word. A couple of problems with your statement.
Miss Holland? Lynn? I told you before, your car's not here, it's in the car pound.
Yeah, you said.
There's no point you being here then, is there?
I tried to ring the hospital to find out how he was. The one who got hit. But they wouldn't tell me.
Oh, sir. I've just come from the hospital. I've been talking to the boy's mother. I managed to get her onto the racist attacks.
Go on, June.
Well, it seems pretty clear that Adam's just picked up where his brother's left off. It looks like Dion wants an end to it.
So do we all.
Yeah, well, it's just possible that all this may push her over the edge. I mean, if the boy has been crippled on purpose, that might give us a bit of leverage with her.
Good. Only I'm afraid we can't be certain that the accident was deliberate.
I thought we had a witness.
We did.
Why? Why did you give us a total fabrication?
You kept on at me. All I said was what I thought you wanted to hear.
If you didn't see anything, that's all you had to say.
Well, it all went off so fast. Things were happening. It was...
What? Exciting?
I go some days, I don't speak to anyone. Stuck up here.
Spare me.
All I wanted to be was useful. I didn't mean any harm by it.
All right, Mr. Givens. Let's start again, shall we? Just tell me exactly what you did see, no matter how dull, no matter how boring.
When did this come in?
A couple of minutes. Hospital said it was going to be touch and go, sir.
Yes, thanks, Matthew. Is anyone informing the next of kin?
June Ackland.
OK, thanks.
Right.
Looking for me, Gary?
Sir, I've got Lynn Holland in the interview room. I think you ought to hear what she's saying.
I told Adam to leave it, but oh no. He had to be hard, just like his brothers.
Mrs. Cracknell, we may have been wrong before. As things stand, we've no evidence that the accident was anything but just that.
But you said...
We may have been wrong.
That is sick. First you tell me one thing. No, it don't make any odds. It don't make it any easier.
I've done that journey 100 times. I know it inside out.
So, what went wrong today?
Don't know. I was coming up to the pub on the corner and I went to do a right, only the brakes didn't work properly. I kept trying, but...
Were you aware that you had defective brakes?
The pedal's been soft for a while.
Did you get it looked at by a garage?
A couple of lads at work, they know about cars and they said to wait till the next service.
And do you think that was good advice? And you were happy to take that risk, were you, Miss Holland? To put other road users in danger merely to save a few pounds?
Lynn, what happened after? Why didn't you stop?
I didn't know what to do. I just panicked.
Is that why you drove over his body? Ran him over as he lay on the road?
I didn't know he was there. Not in front of me, not until I heard. I felt the car go up. It was like I'd gone over a curb.
And you still didn't stop?
I couldn't think about anything.
Except yourself.
I didn't know what I was doing. All I wanted was to go back to the way things were before it happened. Wipe it away. So no one would find out.
Sorry, Miss Holland. It doesn't work like that. I'm afraid the pedestrian you hit died in hospital from the injuries he sustained. Lynn Holland, I'm arresting you on a charge of causing death by dangerous driving. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence.
IC1 male, IC1 female, both late teens, early 20s, entering the estate. Pausing for tongue sounds.
And the time is?
It's overtime.
Seen anything suspicious?
No, Molly.
You can tell me, you know.
There's nothing to tell, Molly.
All right, I'll leave you to it then.
What's with her?
She started the Residents' Association. She's well in with Conway.
Is she? Never safe to stop watching your back, is it?
Hey, Sarge, what if it rains?
Aha.
But he's known to us.
Yeah, but not for aggravated burglary. Anyway, he lives on the estate, our boy doesn't. Otherwise a victim would have ID'd him. He's not our priority tonight, Jim.
Here's a contender, Alan. All units from Beach. Possible suspect. IC1 male, early 20s, carrying a sports bag. Moving towards the Bronte Road exit from the estate.
You gonna give him a pull, Don?
Yeah, approaching suspect now.
Wait, police! Suspect running in the direction of Bronte Road. Oi, stop!
Come on, Sarge, through the pain barrier.
right. Police!
Yeah, you're all right.
Right, we're arresting you for burglary. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Deacon from Beach. We've arrested the suspect. We're questioning him now. What's in that bag?
What bag?
This bag you were carrying, son.
I've never seen it before.
We watched you dump it! Is these yours? All right. I'll ask you again, back at the Nick. Come on.
Greg from Deakin, receiving.
Go ahead, Gov.
We have a suspect under arrest. There's been a report of a break-in at 17 Emily House. I told Cad you'd deal.
On way.
I want you to tell me where that property was stolen from. I need to know urgently, Mark.
You say it's stolen. It's up to you to find out, isn't it?
7 incidents on or around the Bronte estate. Elderly people terrorised and beaten with a cosh in their own home. 1 woman still in hospital after a month. The victims described their attacker as white, male, medium height, who talked or forced his way into their homes during the evening.
Been in a bit of trouble, but...
Rather a lot of trouble, Mark. Your conviction's here for burglary.
Yeah, burglary. Breaking into places. I never hurt nobody, though.
There's an assault conviction here. With Green Crown Court, 1992.
No, that was just like lads in the pub. Just a fight.
A man was hit from behind with a bottle and then repeatedly kicked on the ground by you and 2 other men. Not exactly Queensberry rules, was it?
All right, there was a bit of trouble. There was a little bit of aggravation. But what I'm saying is, it weren't like battering old people. I've never done that.
The cases we're talking about, Mark, the victims were old. But that doesn't make them daft. They've got their wits about them, you know. Some of them are quite confident they can identify the man who attacked them.
If I'd done this, Mark, I'm now showing the suspect exhibit HL1, HL2, HL3. If I'd done this, I'd want to make amends. I'd want to spare these people from going through any more misery.
Be a way of showing the world that you had a bit of decency. All helps, doesn't it, Mark?
The last time you did a bit of work like this on the Bronte, you left an elderly woman beaten unconscious.
No,
Hear me out. It was pure luck she survived. So if you've assaulted someone tonight in the course of this burglary, we need to get to them fast. We'll leave you to think about it.
Hello! Police, anybody there? Let's get in there, Jim.
Police, is this your flat?
Yeah, what's going on?
We think there's been a burglary here.
Oh, no.
Is there anyone on the premises?
No, we always leave the light on for security.
OK, can you have a look to see if there's anything missing, please?
Well, the TV and the video's not been touched.
It's been in my jewellery box.
Right, could you check all of the other rooms, please, and try and give us a full description of what's been taken?
It's a waste of time, innit? Except for the insurance.
No, not this time, sir. This could be your lucky night, in a manner of speaking.
Sierra 1 from MP. 35 Bramwell Road, Bronte Estate. Burglary. Cat 2138 returned.
MP from Sierra Oscar, your 2138 all received, over.
Bit of news for you, Mark. The property we found in your possession earlier on matches the description of goods stolen from flat 17, Emily House on the Bronte estate earlier this evening. Got anything to say?
Yeah, I did a flat on the estate tonight. I don't even remember the number.
That's good, Mark. That's very good. We're making progress. Now, how did you get in?
I rung to see if there's anyone there. And I bust the glass on the door and let myself in. Wasn't worth doing the window. Grabbed a few things, then I was on my toes.
What if someone had answered the door?
I say I was looking for a mate's house or something. Describe some geezer. Could be anyone. Look, then I say sorry and I just leg it. Look, that's what I do. I do places where there's no one in. Straight up.
I don't believe this, Mark. Yeah,
I think you'd do a job like tonight if there's no one around. But if there just happens to be some poor old soul that can't stand up to you, you'll blag your way in and you'll bash them about, right?
No, I wouldn't do that. I never have.
Excuse me. Okay. Here's the exit.
And you are?
Warren Nice. I live next door.
Which way did he go?
Off the estate. He's well gone. 3 minutes or more.
What do you look like?
Medium height, light brown hair, maybe late 20s.
He took me off guard, or I'd have had him. I mean, I can handle myself, you know.
Of course you can, Uncle.
I'm not your bloody uncle.
No, sir.
Sierra Oscar from 340.
Morning, Gov.
Chris.
Good news and bad news. We're doing Logan for burglary. He's got a lot of things he wants taken into consideration, so that should cheer up the statistics a bit.
We'll keep it reasonable, because these TICs can backfire.
Sure, nothing outrageous. It's all come from him, basically.
But the aggravated burglar who's been attacking these pensioners is still on the ground.
That is the bad news.
He is the target, Chris. And I can't justify all this overtime for pulling in crap like Logan.
A point taken, Gov. But the original analysis still holds up. The extreme behaviour, the violence, all point to our boy being a crackhead who's burgling to feed his habit. Now, he was disturbed last night, so he'll still be needy. If we can plot up the Bronte again tonight...
Hang about. I thought the pattern was that he made these hits late in the evening. Now it's after midnight.
Yes. I would need to extend the surveillance a bit in the light of what happened last night. But the troops are dead keen.
That's not the point. The cupboard's bare as far as CID overtime's concerned.
He's a very dangerous boy, Gov. If we don't pull him, someone could end up being killed.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Look, put him on standby for the op tonight, and I'll have a word with Conway. See if I can get him to divert some funds our way.
Cheers, Gov.
I can't promise anything, but at least I'll be talking to Derek. He's a policeman, not a pocket calculator.
Don't do your sums yet. There could be more overtime where that comes from.
You reckon?
Trust Jack, Meadows.
Can I have a quick word, Derek?
Yeah, of course you can, Jack. Come in. Do you want a cup of coffee?
Cheers.
Bit of a sickener for you last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice operation. Shame about the results.
So what's the way forward?
Chris Deacon would like to carry on with the operation.
Didn't blow your cover on the estate, then?
Well, the fact that Matey had another go afterwards suggests not. I'd like to give the troops another crack.
Well, you're the crime manager, Jack. Decision's yours.
The problem is I'm going to have to pay him overtime. And I don't have enough in the kitty.
Decision's been made for you, then, hasn't it?
Unless you can see your way clear to financing the operation from outside the CID budget.
This division's funds are spoken for, Jack. There is no area of policing I'm willing to curtail just to top up CID's piggy bank.
You do realise that this man could kill?
Well, yes, of course I do. I also know that the people on this ground are massively more likely to die at the hands of a parent or a partner than they are from a burglar. I mean, whose money do you want me to give them? Domestic violence? Uniform initiatives?
Well, if Division won't help us out, what about asking area? I've got enough mates there who owe me favours, and you're a past master at putting the black on the men who matter. So between us...
Listen to me, Jack. I'm acting superintendent. Look, I'll make no bones about it. I want the substantive rank. But I'm not going to get it if I run off to area to bail myself out the first time the shoe pinches. Look, I was put in charge of this division to practice good housekeeping, which means ending the financial year having spent my budget. Not a penny less, not a penny more.
Sir.
You slag.
Hi, Molly. It's me, Suzi.
Right. Don't be too careful.
No, I'm pleased to see it.
Come on in, the kettle's on.
I just thought I'd let you know you can have your spare room back. The obo's over.
You've caught the devil.
We haven't caught him, I'm afraid. It's just that we won't be doing the observation anymore.
Who's in charge down there? Is it you or Mr. Meadows?
Well, it's not really Mr. Meadows' decision. Our superintendent can't make the funds available. Mr. Conway.
Oh, I know Derek Conway. My door is always open, Molly. That's what he said to me. Well, it better be open now. You got a car here?
Yeah.
I'll get me coat.
Cheer up, Helen, it may never happen.
Well, you skinned again?
You must have holes in your pockets, the amount of overtime CID's been racking up lately.
Yes, well, there is a severe danger we're going to have to kiss goodbye to all that.
Straight up. Does that mean you're not going to have to hang around licensed premises in your own time?
What's put all this on there?
Run out of dosh. D.I. Johnson blew most of it in daft ideas.
Yeah, and designer gear.
Oh, it's a bit snide, isn't it, sir?
Yeah.
Do you know what the real choker is, though? Conway won't bail us out.
Well, should hope not.
Well, we all thought when he got the job, he's a copper's copper. He'd see us all right.
No, what you thought was Conway had gone soft when he was CLO and he'd be an easy touch.
You forgot he'd been round the block a few times when he was operational.
Yeah, we could have told you that. He knows all the strokes because he's pulled most of them.
Look, there's a crime out there at the moment needs investigating, and we can't do it without the readies.
I tell you, why don't you have a flag day? You could rattle a tin up and down the high street.
Oh, have you thought about sponsorship? One of the big breweries, maybe. You could all go around with the logo saying Sunhill Draft Lager CID.
Conway. Oh, Struth, is she? Well, you better send her out. Yeah.
It's just here. Thanks. I'll leave you to it.
No problem.
Molly, nice to see you again. Can only give you 5 minutes, sir.
That'll do.
Nice cup of tea.
No, thanks. And I don't want any old flannel, neither.
How did she react?
Exactly like you said she would.
You remember what it was like policing the Bronte estate before I brought the Residents' Association on side?
Yes, it was like the Normandy landings.
Dunkirk, Derek, Dunkirk.
We've come a long way, Molly, with effort from both sides.
You did a good job in community liaison. That's why you got the top job here, because you'd got the community with you instead of against you.
I dare say that was a consideration, yes.
Well, you'll want to keep it that way, won't you, Derek? Because right now, you're only acting superintendent.
Sarge?
You did that, you tosser.
Oh, sorry. Look, I was just wondering if you've been slipped the wink about tonight. Are we on or off?
You're keeping yourself available, aren't you?
Well, if it's really not a runner, I would like to know. I do have a social life.
Do you hear that, Gov? Rod says he's got a social life.
Ponce.
Sit down, Jack. I've just had Molly Hitchens in here bending my ear about the vulnerable old folk on the Bronte.
Well, it is a matter of community concern.
I was able to point out to her that attacks on old people, always deeply deplorable, are in fact very rare, and that she ought to be wary of people stirring up the fear of crime for reasons of their own.
Oh, absolutely. But there is an aggravated burglar out there targeting her estate.
A point she made forcibly. So I am minded in going some way to meeting her demands.
So you've got some cash. We can get the operation back on the road.
That's not what I said. What I'm willing to do on the Bronte is give people what they're always asking for. A police presence. I'll make sure there are police vehicles making frequent but irregular sweeps through the estate at night. A deterrence, but also a reassurance. There's nothing the old folk like more than blue uniforms.
Look, there's a nasty piece of work out there needs taking off the streets, and all you're doing is warning him off this patch for a while and probably pushing him onto somebody else's.
Do you think I don't know that?
We can put him away, trust me.
I do trust you, Jack, but I can't find you the cash. Look, if this operation's such a priority, why don't you use the resources you've got?
How do you mean?
Your troops are paid to provide 8 hours' work every day. Use those hours as you see fit.
If there's no dough, there's no show.
It'll be on. Meadows and Conway, no more tricks than a wagon load of monkeys. Don't have work to flank her.
Right. To put everyone out of their misery, tonight's operation is on. Therefore, your presence will be required quite possibly into the early hours of tomorrow morning, so send the customary postcard to your nearest and dearest for them to be getting on with. Mr. Meadows will now give you the bad news.
Well, as you may have heard rumoured, there's no overtime payment for tonight's operation. I'm sorry about that, but there it is.
What, you mean you're asking for volunteers, unpaid, sir?
No, Don, I'm requiring you all to work tonight, and you'll get time off in lieu.
You were right about the flanker.
Well, I didn't expect anybody to like it, but I'm not asking for a show of hands, that's the deal. Now, the acting DI will brief you on tonight's tasking procedures.
Right, teams. Suzi and I in the Obbo. Alistair, you and Jim in car 1. Rod, you and Jeff in car 2. Don, you and Alan on the roof.
Can I draw a weapon? I want to shoot myself in the foot.
Oh, come on, kids. Go home and let the dog see the rabbit.
Oh, Molly, you shouldn't. We bring stuff.
Oh, go on, get stuck in. I feel nice and safe with you here.
Hello. This looks promising. IC1 male. Medium height, slight build, light brown hair, late 20s, heading Don's way.
If we don't get a body tonight, we'll end up on the job money.
All units from Deakin. It's an IC1 male, late 20s, light brown hair, is on the plot, moving towards Bramwell House.
Deakin from Beach. Eyeballed him. He's pulled his hood up. Now he's moving towards Bramwell House in the direction of Bronte Road. Do you want us up behind him?
No, don't show out unless you lose him. Rod, he should be heading your way.
Right, I've got him. He's moving towards our location. I'm keeping radio silence. Okay, our suspect's heading towards the walkway. But I won't be able to keep him in sight from here.
Get up behind him.
But stay well back, don't spook him. I'd rather lose him and get him on the way out.
Deakin from Skase. I've lost contact with suspect.
Get in cover, Rod. It's his move.
So we just have to wait for him to do it, do we?
If it's him. We can't just do him for bearing a resemblance to the target, can we? Well, not these days, anyway.
All units, Sierra Oscar, flat 65, Emily Way, Bronte Estate. We have a personal alarm sign to a Dorothy Jordan. Any units to deal?
Deakin from Carver receiving. Sierra Oscar reports a personal alarm call from flat 65 Emily Way. We're heading in that direction.
All units from Deakin. Emily Way, flat 65, suspect on. Go.
What if it's just some old deer that's fallen over in the bath?
Then I look a right pranny. It's what leadership's all about.
Oi! Stop! Police!
I'm arresting you for burglary. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you say may be giving it evidence.
It's all right, pal. You don't have to get up.
It's all right, love. Police officer. You hurt?
I don't know. He knocked me down.
Right, well, we'll call an ambulance just in case. So I don't move, I'll get a cushion for you to put your head on. We'll try and turn this off, shall we?
Mrs. Jordan, we're police officers.
It's Miss Jordan, if you don't mind, young man. That boy took my pension.
Don't worry, love. You won't be able to spend it where he's going.
Well, the reason I can't put anybody onto her is because I don't have anybody. You get that, Derek? Well, give him a crime number, tell him to pass it on to his insurance.
Hello, Sunhill CID.
And we'll get
No,
somebody
I'm
round
afraid there's
see him
nobody
in,
here
2
to
or
deal
3
with
days.
it at the moment. Yeah, it'll be dealt with as soon as possible. Maybe tomorrow, yes. Bye. So, got your result last night, then?
Yes, we did, yeah. It was a young lad, Gary Warner. He was caught in the act, Turns out I've been doing community service on the Bronte, scrubbing out graffiti. He sussed out all the old people's flats.
Nice one. So, a bit short-handed this morning, then?
Sunhill, can you hang on? Yeah, well, what we call appearances, inquiries and annual leave. I'm a chief without any Indians.
And it's going to get worse before it gets better, isn't it? I mean, all those days in lieu you owe the troops.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Well, it's a lesson we all learn as resource managers, Jack. You can't have your toffee apple and your halfpenny.
No, absolutely no can do, I'm afraid. Yeah, we'll get back to you.
Does this mean I can go?
Do me a favour, Mr. Mumford.
Come on, officer. I've got magazines to distribute.
This way, please, sir.
The company takes a dim view if it's not done.
Are you safe to let back out on the streets? I'm afraid you've got some explaining to do.
Oh, it's just a misunderstanding, that's all.
Not really, sir. Mr. Swift doesn't seem to think so. He's got a cut above his eye and blood all over his raincoat. He says you assaulted him.
Oh, come on, that wasn't meant to happen. Oh, for heaven's sake, let me speak to him. Say I'm sorry. There's no need for this to go to court.
There is if Mr. Swift wants to press charges.
If you charge me, they won't have me back. And what am I going to do for work?
Well, you should have thought of that before you started attacking punters.
This way, please, sir.
Male menopause?
Not exactly a typical free magazine vendor, is he?
Not anymore, he isn't.
It's your result from area, Philip. I'm afraid it's a no.
Leave it on the desk, Derek. I'll read it in a minute.
Better luck next time, eh?
How long have you been a magazine vendor?
About 3 months.
And before that?
Leafleting, canvassing, all the usual rubbish that nobody wants to do.
Nothing more permanent?
Would you believe, this time last year I was managing Raglan's clothing factory, the one on Jamaica Lane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it. What happened?
Well, there was a takeover. I got the push.
Can you tell us again what happened this morning, after you started work?
Same as all the other mornings. Got to the tube at 7 o'clock. That's when the van drops off. 7:05, I'm there by the entrance handing out the magazines. Not exactly complicated work.
What response do you generally get?
It varies. There's not much social chit-chat, if that's what you mean. When somebody does acknowledge you, it's usually no more than a grunt. What do they care? They're commuters. They got proper jobs.
Tell us what happened when Mr. Swift approached you.
Well, he was walking quite fast. And you know the type, full of his own importance. Well, I didn't pay much attention, just held out a magazine for him to take. All right, so he didn't want it. I know that now. But he should have sidestepped, not just smacked my arm away like I was a piece of rubbish.
Then what?
Well, then he told me what I could do with my magazine.
Is that when you tried to stuff it down the front of his raincoat?
Yes. Honestly, that's all I intended to do.
But it didn't stop there, did it, Mr. Mumford?
No, he wasn't having any. There was a bit of a scuffle. All right, I was upset, I admit it. But I swear that cut above his eye was his own fault. He should never have struggled.
So you're saying it was an accident?
That's right. The whole thing was a misunderstanding. You don't have to charge me. I'll just apologise to the man. Less fuss all round. I really need to keep this job.
Right, I'm off now, Marion.
Was this Mr. Brownlow's thing, sir?
Yes, briefing to the divisional commanders on the proposed redeployment of resources. So only urgent calls, I think. Don't want to disturb Mr. Brownlow in full flow. Anything else you can give to Mr. Cato?
Oh, that'll be popular. Huh? Mr. Cato appears to be having one of his days today.
Yes. Well, just between you and me, He had a bit of a disappointment this morning. There was a post up for grabs, Area Welfare Chief Inspector. Didn't even get an interview.
Oh, yes, I saw the letter.
Well, you'll understand then why he's not his usual chirpy self.
Oh, sir, I wonder if you knew what time you'd be back.
At His Worship's pleasure, I'm afraid, Bob. Why do you ask?
Well, I've got a prisoner due for review before 1 o'clock. I'm just trying to think ahead.
Oh, don't worry, I should be back well before then. We're second case on and there's a strong chance the defendant won't even turn up. Anything else doing?
No, nothing special. It's a bit quiet, really.
Right then. Well, if there is anything urgent while I'm out, you could always take it directly to Mr. Cato.
Oh, I don't think that would be necessary.
OK.
Yeah. No, I don't want to speak to him. No more calls until further notice, Marion. I'm indisposed, unavailable for comment.
Yes, sir.
Can I help you, sir?
Sergeant Boyden, please.
And your name is?
Michael Swift.
Can I say what it's about, Mr. Swift?
Well, I would have thought that was fairly obvious.
Well, not really, sir. In our job, it pays not to make assumptions about people.
All right. At the risk of over-repeating myself, some lunatic attacked me outside the tube station. Now, do you want to wheel out a couple of traffic wardens? Have me tell it to them, too?
It's an assault case, then, is it, sir?
Brilliant. What insight? I can see the first woman commissioner is closer than we thought.
You do want my help, I take it, sir?
If it's not too much trouble. Oh, and, could we hurry it along a bit? I've got an appointment in just over an hour.
If you'd like to take a seat, Mr. Swift.
He said what?
Want me to put him in the front interview room?
Tell him to stay where he is. We'll get to him when we get to him.
Well, we could actually do that one now, Sarge.
You can if you like. Got an appointment with Cato. Appraisal interview.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, Sarge, you want to stick my clipboard down the back of your trousers?
What are you on about?
Well, you know, the trip like the headmaster's study.
Not that it's any of your business, Reg. But this is one of the best annual reports I've ever had. Quite looking forward to this interview, actually.
No complaints then, Derek?
Not from me, sir, no. Can't speak for the others, though.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, some people might think Sunhill's done rather well out of the reallocation.
You're not suggesting I've been less than impartial, are you?
No, of course not, sir. I'm sure your intentions are entirely honourable. By the way, have you given any thought to where you might like to go when your work here is completed?
Ah, yes. Well, that's still a long way off yet. Excuse me. Tom, how are you?
Good to see you again, Charles. He knows it's my appraisal interview, yeah?
Yes, he is aware of that, but he said he didn't want any interruptions.
What, he's got someone with him?
No.
What's going on?
He's been turned down for another job.
So?
So now I can't even get a signature out of him. Last time I went in there, he was just staring out of the window. He didn't even answer when I spoke to him. And the time before that, he was polishing his shoes.
His shoes?
Philip Cato, this post he applied for.
Oh, yes? What about it?
Well, I was looking for the inside track on why he failed even to get an interview. He's bound to ask me.
Well, as I understand it, there was a particularly strong list of candidates this time round. There's no shame in that. How's he taking it?
As you'd expect. Look, sir, to be frank, he hasn't been 100% since that last appraisal you gave him.
Yes. Well, as you know, Derek, motivating staff is one of the constant challenges of a line manager's ingenuity.
So I was looking for your advice about what I could realistically offer.
Stick and carrot, Derek, same as usual.
Yes, sir, but as far as Philip Cato's concerned, is further promotion one of the carrots still in the bag?
Well, perhaps I better have a word with him. Look, wait for me after the briefing, will you? I'll come back with you.
Great, thank you, sir.
Right, gentlemen.
Sounds a bit quick. Just a formality, was it?
If you must know, Reg, Mr. Cato was too busy studying the clouds to see me.
Come again, Sounds.
It appears Mr. Cato has lapsed into a catatonic state. Pressure's the command, no doubt.
Sarge, Swift's in the interview room now. We're ready to start.
Right, let's do
So,
it.
Sarge, is it right about Mr. Cato? Is he acting funny?
Ask Marion if you don't believe me.
Hello, Sergeant Cryer. Oh, yes, sir. How's it going, then? So he's turned up, then?
Oh, yes, the defendant turned up. The problem is he's decided to conduct his own defence. The rate we're going, it could take all day. Yes, I know. It looks like you'll have to go to Mr. Cato for that custody review after all.
Personal details?
Yes, that's right. Full name, address, age, occupation, that sort of thing.
I'm 34 years old. If it's of any relevance, the rest is on the card. My home address is on the back.
You work for Raglan's? Isn't that the same company Brian Mumford used to work for?
That's right. Mumford used to run our factory out on Jamaica Lane. Notice I didn't say he used to manage the place, because quite clearly he didn't. Worst I've ever seen.
So you know each other?
Know each other. I was his area manager for the best part of a year. He didn't mention that.
No, he didn't. I think you better fill us in with some of the details.
What, like what a prat he was?
Tell us about your working relationship. Did you get on at all?
Hardly. Mumford came with the fixtures and fittings when we acquired Jamaica Lane. I could see from the off he wasn't going to hack it under the new management. He was uncooperative, inflexible, just unimaginative. His production levels weren't bad, but he had no conception of the way the industry's changing. No feeling for the kind of service our customers are starting to demand.
I understand he was made redundant.
He chose that, rather than drop to section supervisor.
Isn't that constructive dismissal?
Believe me, Sergeant, we had more than enough to support an outright dismissal. I'll give you an example. Just after the takeover, we sent out a series of directives on revised operational strategy. Well, Mumford didn't like any of this. He had his own way of deciding what was practical and what was not. He'd fold the memos into paper aeroplanes and fly them off the overhead gantry and across the factory floor. If a memo reached the back wall, he'd action it. If not, it went in the bin. Now, you tell me. Well, is that the act of a sane person?
Well, I'd have to read the memo to answer that, wouldn't I, sir? Dave?
Yeah, to get back to what happened this morning, Mr. Swift. We've now got Mumford's side of the story.
Oh, great.
Basically, he's saying that you provoked him. Says you smacked his arm away.
He's lying. I didn't even see his arm, let alone smack it away. Look, after all I've told you, is it likely that I'd be the one to bear the grudge?
So what did happen?
The first thing I remember was being grabbed by the front of my raincoat. I didn't recognise him at first. He was shouting something about how I ought to know him after what I'd done. I told him to get off as I called the station manager.
So what did you do?
He said he'd been waiting a long time for this moment, just wondering what he'd do if he ever came across me in the street. Then he let go with his fist. Right here. I'm telling you, this was no accident.
Yeah, now, of course, I've seen it all before, haven't I? Obsessive behaviour, personality changes, refusal to communicate.
Where was this then?
It's Gregory Peck, 12 o'clock high in 1949.
What, a film?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Look, Gregory Peck plays this autocratic commander of a broken-down bomber group in the Second World War. Very high on discipline. None of his men can stand him.
Remind you of anyone, George?
Didn't have a bald head, did he?
Go on, so what happens next?
Well, it's a bit of a mixed ending, really. All goes very well for the bomber group, but the strain and isolation of it all sends Gregory Peck completely up his trolley. He just sits in a chair all day, staring out the window, waiting for the planes to come back.
Thank you, Dr. Hollis. Well, that's good enough for me. Bet it's something knocked up for police review. Bald-headed bastard finally loses marbles.
Polly, keep an eye on things here, will you? I'm going to have a word with Mr. Cato.
Will do, Sarge.
As PC Quinnan says, Mr. Swift's account was very different. And given that you failed to tell us about your past history with him, I'm inclined to believe his version.
Oh. There was no provocation, was there, Brian? You had an old score to settle. You saw your chance and you took it, didn't you?
It's not how it was.
Well, what made you do it? Was there something he said?
How are the mighty fallen?
Sorry, can you speak up, please?
He said, how are the mighty fallen?
Is that all?
All? How do you think it felt hearing that? He's the bloke who took my job away.
And you still want to apologise to him?
Well, if it'll mean he doesn't press charges, what choice do I have?
I appreciate what you're saying, Marion, but I'm afraid this is not negotiable. A prisoner's detention has to be reviewed by an inspector after 6 hours in custody. Now, as Inspector Monroe has been delayed at the court, it's got to be Mr. Cato.
Well, I'll see what he says.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sir. He's made an entry.
Thank you. Review delayed due to the unavailability of the inspector.
I told you he was a liar. What will he get for something like this?
Well, that depends on you, sir.
Me?
Mr. Mumford's asked us to tell you that he deeply regrets the incident and that he'd like the opportunity to apologise.
Yes, I'm sure he would. But that doesn't change anything. Why should he be allowed to get away with it?
Well, that's for you to decide, sir. Obviously, one can't condone violence, but the assault wasn't very serious, and we're fairly sure he won't do it again.
What are you suggesting?
Well, just that it'd save a lot of time and taxpayers' money if you were to accept the apology and leave it with us to sort out.
A caution? You are joking. Look at this! What about my raincoat?
Well, I'm sure he'll pay for the dry cleaning.
No. No, he's got to be punished.
Really, sir? What for? Throwing a stupid punch or making paper aeroplanes?
You don't seem to...
Look, Mr. Swift, he's 56 years old. His career is over. A conviction for assault could mean he'd never find permanent work again. Anyway, it's up to you.
Good, well, thank God that's over. Everything all right here, Bob?
Yes, sir. You're just in time for the custody review.
Didn't you take it to Mr. Cato?
I did, but he wouldn't see me, sir. He's got his phone on divert. He's not seeing anyone.
Oh? I must have something important on.
I don't think so, sir.
What is it?
Could we have a word in your office, sir?
Spit it out, Bob. What's the problem?
I've just spoken with Marion. Apparently Mr. Cato had a bit of a knockback on a job application. A letter came through this morning, and since then he hasn't been the same. With respect, sir, I think a sympathetic ear would be appreciated.
Certainly sounds that way. How many people know about this?
About the letter? You, Matt and myself. Of course, there's one or two daft rumours floating around the canteen.
Well, that's to be expected. Oh, you won't appreciate a direct approach. I'll have to think of something else.
Smarmy git. Should have punched him myself.
Oh, well, never mind. All Mumford's got to do is apologise and he's home and dry with a caution.
That's justice for you.
Dave, what's this about Cato having a nervous breakdown? You what?
Yeah. They had a useful saying during the war. Careless talk costs lives. Think about it, Steve.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Inspector Monroe's outside. He wants to discuss performance indicators. Yes, sir, performance indicators.
What did he say?
Nothing I'd care to repeat.
I must say, sir, it's very good of you to make time for this. Philip's morale could certainly do with a shot in the arm.
Well, it's all Derek. It's easy to forget that people are our most precious resource.
Yes, sometimes to our cost.
Well, Philip may not be a high flyer, but his experience at the sharp end makes him invaluable. We can't afford to lose people like that.
It's refreshing to hear those sentiments expressed, sir.
Well, somebody has to mark time. Give the graduate entry time to get up to speed.
He's agreed to it. He wasn't crazy about the idea. Thought my advice, keep it brief.
Right, Brian. You've admitted the offence, but subject to an apology. Mr. Swift is going to leave the matter with us.
Thank you.
Well, don't thank me. It wasn't my idea.
There is one condition. Mr. Swift's raincoat will need dry cleaning. I said you'd be happy to pick up the bill.
Yeah, OK. I just want to forget the whole business.
Yeah, well, we can forget it, all right. As soon as we've heard you admit what a fool you've been.
Yeah, all right, sir. Brian?
Not making excuses now, but I don't think you actually realise what that job meant to me. It was everything. Can you understand that? Bought me my first car, put my kids through university, even paid off the mortgage. I was proud of what I did. So were my family.
Look, can we get on with this? I don't have all day.
You should slow down a bit, Michael. Make some time for people.
I generally give people what I think they're worth.
Like that 3-line reference you gave me when I left.
I think we're wasting our time.
Brian, this was your idea.
I just want him to hear me out first. You know, Jamaica Lane was a big part of my life. Made me feel I was somebody. You spoiled that. You blew me out because I had 30 years' experience and all you had was some poxy book on corporate strategy. And now you expect me to say I'm sorry.
Is that really all you've got to say to me?
Brian, you won't get another chance.
I know that. Life's too short for regrets. Yes, I punched him. Do you know what? He deserved it. Sometimes people do, you know. Given the same situation, I hope I'd have enough self-respect to do the same thing again. Now, you can take me back to the cell.
I want him charged. Do you hear me? I want him charged.
Dave, front office.
Oh, Mr. Brownlow. Sir?
Is Mr. Cato in, Marion?
Yes, sir. He's not moved from his office all day. I've got a pad full of messages for him.
Well, tea for 3, please.
Biscuits?
Only if they're handy.
Right, in you go. Why'd you do it?
Why didn't I do it a year ago?
You know what I mean. You can't afford a conviction.
Oh, I don't know. Taken all round, I'd say that was a small price to pay.
Could you spare a couple of minutes, Phil?
Not really, Derek. I just came to give you this, but I suppose it's more fitting you have it now, so.
Is this what I think it is? I came over here today, Philip, to help you review your options.
There's nothing left to discuss, is there, sir? Not after the last annual report you gave me.
I must say I'm disappointed, Philip. I thought at least you'd hear what I had to say.
I think so, sir. I think there's been enough talk already. I think it's time to go. Nice working with you, Derek.
Look, straight up, it was 12 o'clock night. Gary Merrill got the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
Excuse me. Actually, it was Dean Jagger got the Oscar, Reg. Accurate as ever, I see.
Oh, well, yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sorry about the interview earlier, Matthew.
That's okay, sir.
You got a good report. But I must warn you not to rely too much on other people's opinions of you. We both know how unreliable the system can be.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Bob. Thanks.
Sometimes we can become so bound up in our work that we fail to notice what's ahead until it's too late. I was informed at my last appraisal interview that there would be no place in the new management hierarchy for old-style thief-takers unless they learn to swim with the tide of change. Having once again knocked upon the door of advancement and found it closed to the likes of myself, I feel I now have no alternative but to tender my resignation. I trust you will know what to do with it. Yours respectfully.
Well, it's a pity he didn't show that sense of humour before. Might have gone in his favour.
Yeah, he has a point, though, sir, about not realising how late it is. He didn't even get an interview for that job.
Come on, Derek. Let's not rehearse those old arguments again.
No, sir, just reminding myself to keep an eye on the clock in future.